What up? Alright, I'm going to show you guys how to replace the Trident reagents today. It's usually a pretty simple task, but I just want to show you guys how I do it. I'm very particular with my Trident. So we're going to replace these reagents. Here we go. Alright, so the first thing you're going to need is a Trident reagent. Of course, you're going to need that to actually replace the reagents. I'm actually going to put you in a tripod now. Okay, so now that we're in that position, first thing I like to do is run the task of actually replacing the reagents. But I don't like to actually finish it and do it at the same time. I just start it, change all the reagents, and then just hit finish at the very end. This is a brand new one. This is brand new. Oh my gosh. This is fucking empty. The whole thing is in there. Great. Well, we're still gonna do the video. It's just annoying. So give these a really good shake. I like to shake them upside down just in case there's anything weird in them as far as dissolvables or anything like that. You know, just make sure to give it a real good mix up. You see, I don't use the tray. I actually don't like the tray because it can cause unnecessary kinks in these lines. I'm really kind of particular about it. You put the tray in and out, and you still have a problem. I don't know. You know, I've experienced it. So, anyways, shake up one at a time. When you go to take these off the actual bottle, I like to firmly press it against the ground. These things are not really that easy to open. Next, I try to get all of the reagent out of that cap back inside. So the fact that other one leaked, I wouldn't even trust it at all. So here we go. We'll just pull off that C. We'll put C to C. You see, I mean, I barely even touch the lines, you know? They are really, really, really unkinked, free, and you know, when I replace them, I really try to keep that in mind. Keep those hoses and everything unpinched. So here we go again. Hold it firmly against the ground. Click, 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 click. Get this thing off here. Try to get that reagent out of there. And so I try to hold the tube actually, like kind of that direction while I spin the cap. See, it kind of looks like that. So I'll hold the string or hold the tube while I spin the cap, just to make sure it's not going to tug on the other end. Again, firmly on the ground. Reagent back inside. And that's basically it. After this, we just run the actual task of replacing the reagents. It's just a one function task, reagent replacement. Next. Finish. And it's gonna actually just start priming these into the Trident, and know that these are brand new bottles. It's gonna reset the test count. It's gonna do all that good stuff. So that's actually the very first part of this process. The next part of the process would be the calibration, which I will actually do later tonight. Or really zoom in on these, take note of these numbers, because the next part I do is I actually just kind of float it in my sump, and I like to let that sit in the sump for about 30 minutes and get it to the proper temperature. And when I do that, it has a chance of rubbing those numbers off. That's why I said take a note of those numbers ahead of time before we do this.
So what I'm doing now actually is I'm taking the sample line from the aquarium and I'm actually putting it into the Trident reagent solution. And when I do that, I try to put it at the bottom, but I try to put it like not where it's going to be sealed at the bottom of the suction, just kind of like a little bit off the floor, and then I prime it.
As soon as you hit that, you should start hearing some clicking noises. It will actually turn blue, and it will take about 5 minutes to prime that line. After that line is primed, then we can actually do the calibration.
You'll know the unit's ready once it turns orange again. You're going to head through the tasks menu, which looks like the clipboard. You're going to go scroll all the way down, Trident calibration, next, and then you're going to fill in the values that were on that bottle. That's why I said it's very important to reference those and not let those go away, because we're going to put those in here. The Trident's going to do its operations, and it's going to sit here and calibrate itself. On a regular basis, I would say this takes upwards of 2 hours. I know it says 70 minutes or whatever it says. Give yourself 2 hours to do this full operation, full disclaimer. The unit will click blue when it's working, and it'll be orange again when it's ready for use. Be patient. It will take forever. Be patient. You can monitor it through the Apex app. You can see it'll say calibrating. Just be patient. Be patient. At the very end, it'll show idle, and you're good to go.
Alright, so we're back at the end of the results, and I'm basically just going to toss this back in my tank. The very last thing we're going to do is we're just going to prime the Trident. So I make sure that sample line is back in there. And
you're all finished.
Well, hopefully that helps you guys with your Tridents at home, or just gives you guys pointers or a glimpse into my systems here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.